let me welcome you all to the Victory Theater's Barebone production of Backstory, a night, of true stories, poetry, and flights of fancy. I'm Laurie O'Brien, and I'm going to be your host. And our theme tonight is Sarah Ruhl's divine play, The Clean House, a comedy about loss, love, change, and redemption that has whimsy, wit, enchantment, dust, sex, sickness, death, opera, dancing, and apple picking in it. And it shows that humor and beauty can be found in life's most unlikely messes. The Clean House is a perfect prose poem. It's an actor's dream because if an actor memorizes and delivers the text word for word, they will naturally present an absolutely perfectly rhythmic, nuanced performance. And I say this with authority because I had the great pleasure and honor to perform the role of Virginia in The Clean House back in 2007 at the Ensemble Theater Company in Santa Barbara, in their old, funky, woodsy, tiny, charmingly messy theater. We did The Clean House. It was a perfect cast, a perfect director, the perfect play, and the perfect time. I want to tell you the plot of this play because it's really fun. Lane, a serious career-oriented doctor, hires a Brazilian maid, Matilde, to clean her house. But it isn't working because Matilde hates cleaning. It makes her really sad because she's really a comedian in search of the perfect joke. So she can't make herself clean this house, which of course upsets Lane, who hired her. So Lane does the most logical doctor thing and medicates Matilde. Matilde is the way the Americans say it. The Brazilian way is Matilde. In comes Lane's sister, Virginia, who learns how to say Matilde's name correctly. And Virginia is an obsessive house cleaner who thinks that people who give up the privilege of cleaning their own houses are insane. Virginia convinces Matilde to let her secretly, behind Lane's back, don't tell Lane, take over cleaning the house. That way, Matilde can happily work on her jokes and Virginia will have something to do beyond cleaning her own house, which she completes every day by approximately 3:12 in the afternoon. So Lane's happy. The house is clean and Matilde and Virginia are bonding and things are going rather smoothly when one afternoon, Matilde and Virginia discover panties in Lane's laundry that look too sexy to be Lane's. And of course, their suspicions are right because it turns out that Charles, Lane's husband, also a doctor, is cheating on Lane with Anna, a free-spirited Argentine woman who Charles performed a mastectomy on. Lane discovers this cheating thing and that her sister has been cleaning her house almost simultaneously, and she just freaks out. So she fires Matilde and she refuses any comfort or help or cleaning or anything from Virginia. It's all just a big mess. That's Act 1. Act 2, Charles decides he is going to bring the impossibly charismatic Anna to the house because he wants to do things right. He wants everyone to know each other. Can't they all be friends? At the same time, proclaiming that Anna is his bashert, his soulmate. And according to Jewish law, he must leave Lane and move in with Anna, even though he's not Jewish. Anna then, sweet as she is, notices that Matilde has been fired by Lane. And so she invites her to clean her house and Charles's house, but that freaks Lane out too. I mean, she claims that she loves Matilde. She wants her to come back to work for her again. And the two of them, Anna and Lane, fight over Matilde, and Matilde finally says, okay, fine. I will split my time between both of these houses. So then Charles and Anna and Matilde go apple picking. Lane and her sister fight over Virginia's obsessive cleaning. Anna's cancer comes back and she says no to all medical treatments. So Charles goes to Alaska to cut down and bring back a yew tree to fix her. It's supposed to have healing powers. Lane at Machilji, and Virginia's urging goes to the failing Anna, who is living alone now, and she ends up forgiving Anna and inviting her to come live with her. And she asks Virginia to make order out of her house. So as Anna's condition worsens, the women support Anna's choice to have a relationship with death as opposed to disease. And they do this by sharing time and philosophy and Virginia's appropriately soft and creamy homemade chocolate ice cream. And then finally, Anna asks Machilji to kill her with a joke, which Machilji reluctantly does, whispering it into Anna's ear. And Anna laughs until she dies in Machilji's arms. And then Charles returns too late with the tree. Lane meets him at the door and forgives him. The play ends with Machilji telling the audience, "I think heaven is a sea of untranslatable jokes, except everyone is laughing." I loved playing Virginia, who always knows when there is dust on her mirror and is proud to say that if she were to die at any moment during the day, no one would have to clean her kitchen. I can relate to that. And when asked if her husband makes her laugh, she says, "Oh no, something uncontrollable would come out of my mouth when he wanted it to. I wouldn't like that." And that I can't relate to. Laughing is something Carl and I do together every day. See, that's the cool thing about acting. You find yourself in the character and you find the character in yourself. And also with acting, there is catharsis, which I had in spades with Virginia. When, after a big primal fight with her sister, left alone on stage, Virginia uncharacteristically dumps a plant on the ground. And when the dirt spills out onto the floor and she sees it, I love it. This feeling, what is it? Is it letting go? And so as a heart-achingly beautiful aria plays, Virginia and I proceed to undo the entire stage living room in dramatic operatic fashion. We upturn lamps and we toss books and magazines around. We dump the laundry basket out and we swing one of Charles' shirts over our head while sprawled across the couch. I dance, emote, release. It is a cathartic cleansing of the soul and it feels great. These days, the world at large needs a big, deep cleaning. Not just the climate, which is obvious, but our attitudes, our politics, the way we are with each other. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just take a big broom and sweep out the chaos, the filth in the oceans, the landfills, blow our air clean with a big fan and squelch the fires with a giant hose, clean up hateful speech by washing some mouths out with soap. But of course we can't do that. But what we can do and what we must do is clean our own individual interior houses. My daily go-to mini cathartic cleansing thing is I dance alone. I don't throw things around, but I do try to throw things out. I turn on music and I give myself over to it and I let go and I try to dance the crap, madness, debris, desperation, sadness, and fear out of my mind and body. It's not perfect, but I do always feel better. So I would recommend that you try it. Just try dancing yourself clean. Tonight, our storytellers and our poets are going to explore messes and cleaning and death and despair, and they're going to interlace it with an amazing amount of humor. I want you to embrace that, because in times like these, it's getting harder and harder to find things to laugh about, but we have to. Hopefully we will get to die laughing like Anna did. And but meanwhile, in this life, I think laughter is the elixir that we may need to keep our spirits up and alive. Okay?